So here you go, a Honduras migrant who has a lengthy rap sheet physically assaulted a teenage girl, and your vote blue black American traders, they never talk about this shit. Like that stupid trader talked about Trump is not fit to run anything, and Kamala is. And let me just say this for all of the dead enders who keep repeating the same dumb shit all the time. They seriously want us to forget that she was appointed by Biden himself to be the border czar. Remember that? So, for all these people who say the vice president doesn't have any power, her being appointed as a border czar, remember, she's been running away from that title for a couple of months. Oh, I wasn't appointed there. There's videos of who was it? I think it was Lester Holt did the interview. He said, "You haven't been to the border." She said, "I haven't been there in over a year." And he said something like, "Aren't you in charge of the border?" And she tried to dodge that question. This is what I'm talking about. If you are a border czar, that means you have the power to do this and do that. You have the power to say, no, stop these people. No, don't let them get over. Put additional people in this area. Make sure they don't get over on this area. I saw this one area, mind you, I've told you before, when I was in the army, I built a mile, not built, I welded a mile section of that fence. We did that over there on the border. So they know the areas where they have the most traffic. I saw on the news, this was a couple of months ago, this one particular area where what was it? It was like they needed to continue, like it was maybe I would say the section was like, it wasn't big, it was 6 feet long, and they needed to erect more fencing and more pylons. It was this one area that people just keep pouring in. So if she was the czar in charge of that fence, she would know exactly where that area is, because that's exactly what she was appointed to do. And she would do what? She would hire, hell, you could hire security to stand there. You could you could figure out a way to have military people there with guns just to scare the people, right? Point guns in that direction. I'm not talking about shooting people. I'm saying there's so many things that they could have did to stop these people from pouring in, because I saw the one video, there was at least 50 Chinese people running through that section. It was only 6 feet long where they had to continue building. I saw that recently. They were just walking right in. There's I do not know where that section is in. And so there's video after video after video after video after video of these migrants that have formed gangs in New York City. They are robbing men, women, and children. They are taking people's cell phones, taking people's money, taking whatever they got. And some of these guys are sexually taking women. This has been happening for years. This little girl, don't know why he stabbed her. This is what I'm talking about. There was a story, I didn't get a chance to see it. Another migrant criminal took another woman, and then he deleted her life. I saw that video yesterday. And your traitor, Black American, keeps telling you to vote blue. This is treason. This is treason, man. This is something that is not to be played with at this time. And I'm gonna say this closing out. Them blue checks better be nice because I'm telling you, a lot of these people do not have an idea that there's going to be some blowback behind this. There's going to be some blowback behind this. What what did I just see? That Ohio, there's a city in Ohio. The video that I did yesterday, that city in Ohio has only 9,000 residents, and 10,000 Haitians have flooded that small city in Ohio. It's gotten so bad that some of them are trying to allegedly sleep in people's backyards because there's literally nowhere to go. This is what I'm talking about. This country is being flooded with these people. Flooded. I think I did the video where Biden authorized at least I forget, it was like a ridiculous amount of Haitians and other Caribbean nationals to literally come here by the thousands every day. Listen, I am not going to sit here and act like I am an expert on immigration law because I am not. I am not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. But speaking as an everyday, regular, degular, schmegular citizen of the United States of America, I think that your average person, citizen, whatever you want to call it, your average person would say, at some point, is this not going to bankrupt the country? At some point, is this going to not be unaffordable? At some point, wouldn't the citizens who've been working here their whole entire life and have never received any handouts? I've been working my whole entire adult life. Wouldn't you think that at some point this would piss people like me off? Wouldn't this piss you off after a while? You mean to tell me that as a legal, somebody that legally applied to be a citizen and had to spend a lot of money and wait a lot of years, that they're not pissed off that somebody who just jumps over the fence and they're giving these people $1,000 a week on a fucking debit card? Seriously, they don't have to work. They're giving these people driver's licenses. They are setting these people up with Uber accounts. They're doing all of this shit. They're doing all of this shit, man. They're giving these people $10,000 a month in food stamp. Why are they giving away so much money? Why? 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 You have Americans that would never see 10,000. You couldn't even eat $10,000 a month. You would be buying that food and you would be selling it. That's what some of them are doing. You would be buying up all this food and you would be selling it. How the hell are they giving these people this much help and they have not given your average American any sort of fucking help? And to laugh in your face because once again, can you, me, she, they, can we go to Venezuela and say, give us the same amount that your people are getting in the United States? We wanna go over to Venezuela. They would laugh at you and they would proceed to throw your monkey behind in jail, and then they would turn around and deport you and throw you on a plane right back to America. But they can open their jails because this is what they're doing, because the vast majority of these Venezuelans that I see in this area, they are all young fighting age males. So they can open up their jails, send these people here, problem solve. The the crime in Venezuela plummets, but it's all coming over here. And your black American vote blue Negro is telling you that we need to continue to vote for this madness. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna close it out. I'm gonna close it out. Finally, there's a lot of people who think that this is a fucking game. They really do. You're gonna keep telling your people to vote blue down ballot no matter what, and one of these days, one of these people, they are going to take you in the street. They're going to take you in the street. And this is my prediction. It's coming to a city near you, a town near you. There's a lot of you that think that this is a fucking game. You really think that this is a fucking. I walk around. I'm sitting there walking around today. I had a nice breakfast. I sat here. I got my Glock 26 on me at all times because these people are all over the place. This is not a fucking game to me. This is not a fucking game to me. This is not a fucking game. This is not a goddamn joke to me. I am really sick and tired of what's going on. And there's a lot of people who keep talking this vote blue down ballot. I'm telling you, if I know somebody like that in my neighborhood, I'm going to confront you to your face. I'm going to confront you. I'm not talking about I'm going to get violent or whatever. I'm going to confront you. I'm going to get loud and I'm going to let you know that you are a traitor and you are full of shit. You could look around and you could see our small city. It's full of these goddamn people, full of them. They, they are the reason why the rent is going up ridiculous. You know, the I have a landlord in this area that says the government could guarantee him easily $1,500 per person. They'll send him the check directly. And this is the reason why a bunch of American citizens are getting evicted everywhere because these landlords want all of this money. I don't blame them. I really honestly don't blame them. If all you can get is $1,000 a month, and the government is guaranteeing you $1,500 a month per person, what do you think you would do? You would go for the 1,500. See? So this is the Democrat policies that are fucking over black people, and you have these black goddamn fucking traitors telling you, vote blue, down ballot, vote blue. Vote blue, down ballot, and I will pull up on you. It's getting to that point. I'm gonna pull up on. We don't really have somebody like that in my area, but if we did, I would find out where you work, I would find out where you live, and I would confront you. What is your fucking problem? Why are you a traitor to your? I would call that person to their face a fucking traitor. And go ahead talking about you gonna call the police. I feel threatened. I don't give a shit. You are a fucking traitor. You are selling your people out. For what? A couple of $100 blue check every week? Seriously? This is the price of treason? This is what these motherfuckers are doing. This is what they're doing. It's insane.